going to
watching this.
fucking 5.
Hey.
All right. Dun, dun,
Seriously,
dun,
find a way,
dun,
Gabe,
dun,
to
dun,
fucking-
dun,
Ba-da-da.
dun,
I'm gonna do the Trump
dun, 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 dun,
Trump
dun,
hands.
dun, dun, dun,
Trump
dun,
hands.
dun, dun.
You're gonna
I
get a
actually-
fucking cease from Disney from fucking whispering
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I can play it on the guitar. I learned. I have a guitar book with the Star Wars tunes
Really?
in it.
Spend some
I've
time
actually
doing that?
learned it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to see you guys. It's been a minute since we've done this thing, and this was a quick action. We did.
Yeah, we did. We can.
we
This
were
may
really
be our
prepared for
best
this.
episode ever. 'Cause we have
It
some
won't be.
things.
No.
And
Who
it
knows
doesn't-
what's
it doesn't
gonna
really
happen?
matter.
Actually, who really knows what's going to happen? It's,
Yeah. I'm actually drinking again because I've been so stressed. So I'm
well,
having
What would
you know,
stress you out?
enjoy,
Oh.
my friend.
everything.
Well, big changes.
I have. Yeah, we have big changes in the country. Also,
Terry,
I know.
you hung out with two Trumpers this weekend.
Yeah,
T-Bone.
I did.
I talked to Scotty. You guys went camping, and
We did.
I think that's cool. I think, you know what? Because Ryan showed up to my job, the guy who posted this on the thing, and he showed up in a big red hat with an American flag on the back, which should be fucking fine, but I know what he meant by it. And I thought he was going to rub it in. I really thought he was going to I thought he was going to gloat, but he didn't. He didn't, and I think we looked at each other, and I think there were a couple times there he looked at me like I was the enemy, but I just decided to give love instead. Yeah.
well, let's do this. Welcome
Yeah.
to.
Yeah,
We're not
let's
talking
delete
about
it.
that. The podcast that nobody listens to. We are officially the least popular podcast
Popular
in all
podcast.
of North America.
Yeah.
I bet you there's podcasts that are less popular, but
I don't know who they are.
they're not in
They're
North
not.
America.
It might be some 5-year-olds in a basement just trying it out.
So today
They
is
probably
a
have
therapy
boyfriends.
session. We threw this together quickly, and the reason that it's a therapy session is because, well, Trump won. I do want to point out that I did predict this.
You did, and I thought about it.
Oh,
And I
We lost
muted
you for a
myself
second.
by
Oh, yeah.
accident there. Yeah, you did say.
I did.
No matter
So
how
did a lot of people.
how we were trying
Yeah.
to be
There'd
positive.
be no way to actually tell, but I'm telling
Yeah.
you right now, whatever.
I had a
Well,
good.
Elon said he knew hours before. So how that happened, I don't know.
well,
Well,
because
he's
he's
a
talking to
fucking-
Putin.
He is a fucking lizard. That motherfucker right there is a lizard.
Oh, you're giving him too much.
You don't
credit.
believe in any of that, I know.
Well, the other thing is, so welcome President Elon Musk, because that's basically what's happened here. I think
We're gonna
that
get Vance. I'll give it 2 years.
we might get Vance.
You think someone's going to take Trump out?
I think he might just straight up
he might
die.
just drop dead.
He might just drop fucking dead.
He is
and-
not
No,
looking good,
people
man.
people you don't like that much just don't die like that.
I'm
stick
You're right, and on
around.
that, and I gotta
They
say this
fucking
right now.
linger.
gonna be honest with you. I don't hate him as
I
much
do.
as I dislike his followers. I mean, he's just, dude. He's every American.
No, you have a point. You have a point.
hornswoggler that's ever lived. He, like, the fact that he does that, it's not new. He uses every old-fashioned trick. He's good at it. He's not necessarily like the problem. He's not the problem. The problem is the people who follow him. They're
That's
the
true.
problem.
You know what? He's 0-2 with that Jean Carroll chick. Maybe she should run for president. And he's 2-0 against any other woman who runs for president.
Boy, I got thinking about this. You know what? I got to say this because I was thinking about. I get a little witchcraft thing coming up over my Reddit sometimes, and it was funny. These girls were saying, "We've all tried to hex Trump, and there's no way to hex him. He's protected by something that
He's
we
hex
don't
protected,
understand. He cannot be fucked with. He cannot be hexed. Period. Fucking end. And the reason why is because he's the Antichrist. That's the fucking reason.
Oh,
He is.
That's giving him
First
way
of
too
all,
much
Hex
credit
is-
too.
No.
Yeah, you're giving. He's P.T. Barnum. He's every American snake
That's
oil
exactly what
salesman
he
He's the
is.
fucking
from
Antichrist.
the last from 300 years of snake oil, and it's not like, of course, if you give a snake
Even the
oil
witches can't
salesman,
save us from
no,
fucking
they
Trump.
couldn't save you anyway because their shit's not real. It's so dumb. Like, I swear to God. Like,
Even the
like,
witches can't save
yeah,
us.
guess what? Your hexes didn't work? Well, they don't. That's because they don't fucking work. Oh my God, we can't hex him. It's like,
That
no,
sounds
you can't,
well. That sounds exactly like you predicting Trump would win. It's like
you can't hex. But I use
it was
data.
a 50.
I use
It was
data,
50-50.
and I use critical thinking skills. I use data and critical thinking skills to come
What
up
do
with
you think
this.
they used?
Well, that's
Yes.
not how hexing works.
Well, I don't know.
You don't know. You've never hexed anybody.
That's true. I haven't.
You haven't. You never dabbled in the black
never
arts.
dabbled.
You fucker. You don't know about that shit. You reject spirituality on a fucking
I do not reject spirituality. I think the spirituality is great, but I just don't believe in all the wacky stuff that, like, here's the thing, you don't know. So why would you assume you could hex somebody if like,
Well, if you've done it, if you've done it before, and maybe it worked on somebody, I don't know.
I never did. I'll tell you, it never did.
Well, I'll tell you, I hexed Hillary Clinton and it worked. So
well, there you go.
You do the math.
You know,
With
you can always hex people. In retrospect, I hexed a lot of people.
Did you hex? Did
yeah.
it work?
Oh yeah, because in retrospect, it always.
Well,
works.
you are a fucking hypocrite.
Yeah. In retrospect, it always. Well, I have.
You
people,
came across with bad intention, and it worked.
I have people. No, I have people that I say to myself. Sometimes, often, like, I hope that person's dead tomorrow.
Wow.
Probably not a nice thing, but
that's terrible.
Yeah, but I mean, that's you. Like, it's how I feel.
I think I've said that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I walk around the hospital at the old person section and do that to people.
I think the point of this is, I think the thing is that truly, if you look at everything he's done, and if you look at all this stuff, you think about all of the shit that he has said and done, being convicted felon, being a fucking rapist, being a fucking pedophile, being all this shit. None of that mattered. That would kill anybody else but this fucking guy. It would.
Okay, but it didn't kill.
Are you kidding me?
It didn't kill other people.
Are you about to fucking?
No, you're just because this is what like he's not special. What's
he
special?
Fucking is special.
Dude. He's not. He's not special. He's just
there's no politician
guy.
on the planet that could have done those things and still be
Are you
in
kidding?
contention.
Dude,
Who?
Politicians over
Who?
We've had presidents who've done terrible, horrible, awful things over the years. You're just thinking in recent memory of how politics has been. It's been a fuck show for 200 years.
Give me a candidate who out front has been under a legal siege and has been brought into court.
Well, there were people who were under legal siege, but
Who?
it's just that
I think they say Cleveland, right? Wasn't Cleveland?
Yeah,
a bunch of shit.
Like,
what did he do?
If we look back,
jerking off in the Oval Office.
There's a bunch of people who did a bunch of horrible things over the years, and this is not
jerking
new.
Off under the Resolute desk.
You know what? I don't like when people are like, "Oh my God, he's amazing. He's supernatural. He could do whatever." He's not. This is a product, and the reason why I was able to make a very good prediction. I'm not saying that I knew for sure, but I made a very good prediction.
Are we back at that?
The reason is because if you understand the psyche of people today in the United States, you will understand why he's in power and what the hell happened. It has nothing to do with him. It has nothing to do with him. He's just using the playbook that's been used for thousands of years, probably. It's a 1,000-year-old playbook. That playbook gets used at times like this. We're in one of those times, and he used the playbook at the time. Of course he's going to fucking make it. Of course he's going to be... It's going to be impossible to get rid of him. This is what happened. Pardon me.
Just drink some more.
Hitler went to prison.
I just put a hex on you.
Yeah,
Hitler went to prison.
You didn't know.
Hitler went to prison?
He was in prison. He was a felon.
T-Bone?
When he ran for president,
was Hitler
the presidency of Germany. Like
Hitler was ticklish. That's the only thing I know about Hitler.
I'm sorry, Gabe. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Look, do you remember in the Philippines?
No.
The The Marcos.
I was never there.
In the 80s,
Yeah.
the Marcos.
Imelda Marcos with all her shoes. Yeah.
This was a friggin' dictatorship that what's his name? I can't remember the president's. I remember Imelda Marcos, right? But I don't remember him. Dude,
Reagan?
Ferdinand.
Clinton?
Ferdinand.
His grandson's the president of the
Yeah.
Philippines now. This is what I'm
We're
talking
about the fucking Philippines. I'm talking about the United States. We're supposed to have our shit together.
No, we don't. We've never had our shit. If you see, there's the thing. You believe in American exceptionalism. Not true. We're no better. We're no better than anybody's ever been. This country is the same bullshit.
Dude,
that's
I
been
understand.
happening for
I understand.
10,000 years.
I understand.
10,000 years of bullshit.
That statement is untrue. We are better than other countries.
No.
Listen,
Yeah.
there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people here.
Disagree.
I got thinking about this. I got thinking
Hard
about
disagree
who,
on that.
and I understand. I really went fucking deep. Well, as deep as I can to try to figure out what the fuck this is, and understand that these people want change and they don't give a fuck how it comes and who brings it. If it comes in the hands of a fucking rapist and a felon, well, that's so much. That's fine. They certainly just don't want any more of the same shit. Some of those people are not very intelligent. Some of them are. Some of the fucking... Some
people are good dancers.
Some people are good dancers. But dude, have you noticed he's been doing this shit for a lot of years? Remember the old video with him with Epstein? He's been doing this thing for a long time. There's no shoulder move. He's got nothing. No groove. Trump has no groove. Anyways, it's all... I think there are a certain amount of people that voted him because fuck the libs and fuck all that. I think most of them think that, but I think that some of them... I
actually don't think that's it. I think
just don't like the... Well,
I think the woke
culture. It fucked everything.
It's not what it is. Nope.
It's part of it.
What do you think it is? And it's the border, and it's the woke culture. It is.
I don't think so. No.
What do you think it is? What is it?
Inflation? That's part of it.
It has to do... You have to... Look.
Yes.
This is the reason... The first core reason that Trump was allowed to become the president again. And first of all, let me clarify this. I've been seeing this all over the place lately, that it was a bloodbath and he won by a landslide and blah, 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 blah. That is patently untrue. Patently untrue. He did not... You know who won by a fucking landslide? You know when the bloodbath was? 1984. Look at the electoral map. And look at Ronald Reagan in 1984.
Yeah, Ronald
That's
Reagan.
a bloodbath.
The whole country
That's
was red.
a bloodbath.
100%. Yeah.
Okay? One state and 49 states
Even
is a bloodbath.
California went red for him.
Yes, absolutely. And so let me explain to you, this wasn't a bloodbath. This was a close, marginal... A close, marginal victory.
It was a beating. Yeah.
It wasn't even a beating. Because the important thing about this
50 electoral college votes.
Doesn't matter. Electoral college makes very little difference. This is what matters.
It makes all the difference, Gabe. This is what we fucking... It makes every bit.
It's a stupid system. It doesn't represent...
I know you don't like
what
it.
people think.
But it is the fucking way...
Because it doesn't represent what people think.
It's the way this president gets
that's
voted in.
That's how he won last time with the electoral votes.
I
know. The popular vote. He didn't... You know what? She didn't win that either.
That's right. Because... it's less important who voted in this election, and more important.
Oh, we're going to talk about the Dems sitting out?
No, who didn't vote. That's the most important part of this election. That's what
they're thinking.
This is the most important thing. He won this time with less votes than he got last time when he lost. This wasn't some sort of referendum. This wasn't some sort of
it absolutely
beating.
was.
There was nothing to it except
the referendum on the Democrats.
Latinos back to shit. I want to talk to you about that.
They had black votes. He had Latino votes.
It was won on the margins, and the margins went that way, and then you had a bunch of people who sat out. So you had margins that went a different way. You had a certain margin; it was very small, and then you had a bunch of people who sat out, and that's what happened. This is what happened.
I would also like to remark on how interesting it is that he was claiming voter fraud early on in Pennsylvania. That
just
the
in
whole
case
thing
he
was
lost.
The whole thing was rigged, and then when he started to fucking pull ahead, all that stopped. Somebody, Dana Bash had Jim Jordan on, and Jim Jordan is a senator from Ohio, and she asked him point blank, why is there no voter fraud? Why are we not talking about voter fraud and talking about election interference? We're talking about illegal shit. When Trump wins, suddenly everybody goes quiet about that. And when that was all it was about last time around,
None of this matters.
no, it's just, you know what? This is if you talk about skullduggery and fucking snake oil salesman bullshit, this is what it is. This is the shit they do.
I mean, you already know that about the thing is again, I take. But don't exception.
You want? Doesn't it bear a fucking remark? At least bear a fucking remark that they fucking complained about fucking illegalities and fraud, and then when they win, there's nothing. There's no no, it's cool. Everything's good. Again,
I just want to point out that it wasn't. This isn't some sort of referendum against the progressive things that we've done in our country. Even though these people, we have this minority of people who want to take us back in time. This doesn't represent that, and that's people need to understand that, because the people in power right now are going to use what's happened, and they're going to continue to tell you this was a referendum. Everybody wants this. See, everybody needs this. That's a lie. That's a lie. You look at who sat out. That's what you need to study. Who sat out of this election? That's
you guys
what
vote?
Matters. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Always vote.
Mm-hmm. Well, who sat out then?
Apparently, a lot of people.
Millions of people, and also, speaking of who sat out, and then the margin that they pulled from traditionally people who would not have voted for them because of. This is the thing. The people in this country, our education system is so lousy that
it's about to get worse.
Well, yes, wow. It's already very bad and has been for a long time. But people can't think critically anymore. They can't connect the dots. Connecting the dots has ended. And that's what happened here with a bunch of very stupid people.
Hold on a second.
Uh-oh. I watched him go up the stairs.
He didn't.
And he came back down.
He's in trouble.
Is he? What happened?
Sorry. Did you get in trouble?
No. Fucking dogs.
What'd you do?
Fucking dogs.
What'd you forget to do?
You didn't take the bark box out?
Anyways, you were saying, the bark box. That was the thing. I was going to show you the penis cactus. The cactus, the color of a fucking schwanz.
Anyway, all that I'm saying is, this isn't a referendum. This isn't the country going a certain way. That has nothing to do with it. You pulled a certain percentage of people who are grossly ignorant of anything. They're unable to critically think, and you pulled them, and you got them to vote against their own self-interests because you've been tricking them into thinking that things are the causes of their problems, because there are problems. There are real problems in this country, real big ones.
Well, inflation is a huge aspect, and they saw that, and you got to run with that. Mm-hmm. Because honestly, I will say this. They let shit get out of hand with COVID. Oh, so many excuses why we got to charge more on shit. No one said anything. It's the truth.
But that's the problem. But who raised the prices?
No, corporations.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody
right.
did.
No, but who? Was it the Democratic Party who did it?
No, it was everybody.
It the Republican Party that raised the prices?
No, it was everybody.
No,
it was everybody.
It was no political party that raised the prices. It was companies that raised the prices because CEOs decided that they could raise the prices because they're greedy, and that's the problem. That's where the core of the problem is. I've been saying that the whole time we've been doing this podcast. I've been saying that. I've been saying that forever.
You can't say you said that all the time.
I have. I've said that from day one. I've said that the problem is the greedy people, and allowing people to be billionaires is the problem. That's the problem.
Well, that's a no-brainer.
But that's
how they got rich.
But that's the core of the problem. And you're not going to solve the problem until you solve that.
As soon as the the jackass was elected, the billionaires became $60 billion richer.
I know. This is
It's crazy.
And the minute that Kamala won, they would have become richer too. It did like that's the thing. You win. It doesn't matter who it is.
Well,
they always win.
What you'd like, I think, is a malleable dummy in the fucking Oval Office.
That's what we got, right? That guy didn't know what he's doing.
He's the cheapest. He's the cheapest puppet you could get. He's cheaper than anybody. You tell him a couple things and whack him off, and he's
he's on your side.
He's
100%.
He's putty. I mean, any one of us, if we walked up to him and
he's
said something,
easy. As long as you think
nice
he thinks
about
you're
him,
on his side, yeah,
he'd probably give us a job.
Actually, I did see one really funny thing he did, and it made me hate liking him for a minute. But there was this thing. I guess there was one of these somebody who had interviewed him or something and didn't treat him very well, and he ran into him again, and then they showed them together in a picture, and that person had him on camera, and he looked and he's waving, and then he realized who it was, and he goes. He just gave him the finger through the window, and I was like, "That's a badass move. That's
funny.
Fucking badass."
That's very funny.
They all love him for it.
Well, I will say this: I did spend the weekend with two folks who were voting the other side.
I would like to know how
nothing was mentioned.
Nothing was mentioned.
Same with you, but everybody's we're respectful to each other. We understand. We can argue. Is a cat box smell over there? What's going on?
No, I just found this. I was playing around.
Fuck is that?
Are you that upset? Nose?
I mean, I'm upset about other things. I don't care about this anymore.
What are you upset about? Let's talk about it.
I'm having.
Come on.
Well, I was talking about it last week. I have a
work.
Yeah, I got to find a job, and
you got to find a job. You hate it that bad?
Yeah. Well, no. There's things going on that's going to make. Oh,
they took it over. Somebody bought it.
Got bought out.
Yeah.
So
they got to. And so it's just the uncertainty.
Think of all the free time you're going to have to make this podcast amazing.
What's so funny? You already have a job. You've been moonlighting over at that electrical company.
Yeah, you're right. I have.
Get to work, bucko. Come on.
Okay. No, that's. But I mean, this is also freaking me out. But
all right, listen,
I think
take
about
that fucking stupid thing that happened with me and try to parlay that. I don't know how to do that.
Oh, we got to
just set that up.
I'm asking you, marketing guy. I
have some ideas.
We
need to,
just do something.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, this is why you lose jobs, because you have ideas. I have a concept of an idea, just like Trump said about
show us what happened.
You know what? Let's
and then you can talk about the setup and what happened.
Let's segue away from the dark times, and I would like to point out.
We're gonna everything. It's gonna get weird. I've seen that they're having a problem getting the new documents over to him. The papers. All of the important papers, and getting him, he has to sign an ethics agreement. Now, I didn't know about this, about what he intends to do. It's a fucking ethics shit. He's like, it's like some kind of NDA, some kind of crazy thing. You got to sign this thing, or we can't give you all the fucking hot shit. You know what I mean? I can't pass you over the stuff. And I think he invented his own with their own wording, and they're like, no, there's already one, and it's got perfectly fine wording.
My final word on this. Okay, there's been they've taken some control, not that much. Again, there's no supermajorities anywhere, so you can own the House, you can own the Senate, you can have the presidency, and then because of the way things work with filibusters and other stuff, unless you have a supermajority. Again, this did happen before with the Republicans, with Ronald Reagan. He was able to do any fucking thing he wanted. He was like a king. This is not going to be the case this time.
And Jelly Bean stock went way up.
It really did.
Remember that.
Yes. It really did.
There was no Jelly Bellies at the time, right? He was just regular Jelly Beans, I think.
There were Jelly Bellies.
I think there was Jelly Bellies at the time.
There was.
Yeah.
Was there? Because those are delicious.
There's a thing at
Shout out to Jelly Belly. We love your product.
Jelly Belly.
It's delicious. My favorite is popcorn. My favorite is popcorn Jelly Belly.
I
What if
do
you
love
got-
popcorn. It tastes like
I
butter.
love popcorn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
I like those.
Lovely.
Those.
Oh
those
no,
Jelly
you're talking
Bellies.
the Jelly Belly, the popcorn
Yeah,
one.
the popcorn ones.
Jelly
You guys
Bellies.
are assholes. That's gross.
No, those are
Don't
so
promote
good.
that.
What do you
Don't
mean?
promote that.
What are you talking about?
Dude,
What
those
about
are
the vomit one? Why don't you get those too?
No,
That's
How are
nasty.
you
the popcorn
comparing
one
the
tastes
popcorn
good.
Jelly Belly? It's wonderful.
No, it's not.
You
It's
can't-
tasty.
You
It's
can't
delicious.
replicate buttery popcorn.
It
can't
kind
be
of
good
tastes
for you.
like buttery popcorn, but a little
It kind
sweet.
of does.
It's
kinda
good.
does.
I believe there's a little thing at the, not a little thing, it might be a big thing at the factory when you take the tour. I took the kids a few years back
You did.
to the, oh yeah,
Because
up
isn't
by,
that up in Northern California? Isn't it like
by Fairfield, yeah.
Fairfield? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Jelly Belly
anyway,
factory is?
There's a plaque
Yeah.
about how they sent him some stuff, and
Yeah, I
think they were around prior.
Yes.
I think that's right. But
Those are the real
if you
Jelly
think
Bellies.
if you think back, there has been times where a party has had quite a bit of control for a while. This is not one of those times. I want to point out that, and here are one of the reasons is there's been a lot of over-promising, and there's no way you can possibly
Get rid of all the people you want to.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be this is not going to bode well for them. Likely what's going to happen is there's going to be another crazy shift and like a bunch of, it's just going to cause problems. I'm not excited about it because it sucks. They like this seesawing back and forth is what creates problems. You got to have a nice steady go if you're going to do anything. And this is not it. This is not
apparently
Herschel Walker is going to be in charge of nuclear.
Perfect.
You know,
Well,
the real scary one's the RFK with the medical shit. Gonna take all the fluoride out of fucking everything in the water.
Dude.
This is gonna be perfect. The dentists are gonna make
This
so
is-
much money.
this is
I
going to be.
thought about that.
Wow.
Yeah, no more fluorinated water.
Hey,
This is
do you
going to be.
think Jelly Belly has a really hot jelly bean?
Oh, that's
I
a
don't
great
know.
segue
Yeah.
into a new segment that we are going to call Gordon is fucking famous.
This segment's called Gordon is fucking famous.
Okay, so we
You're
may
going viral,
we
I
may have a
guess.
shitty podcast that no one listens to, but Gordon
but
has a video on TikTok that has over 500,000 likes.
well, it's not Gordon's TikTok.
It
It's
is
somebody
not his
else's
TikTok.
TikTok.
He is
But
I
he
was
is
a
the
star.
star of this TikTok video.
Yes.
And he happened on it accidentally.
I did.
Let's watch it. You guys can tell me if we have audio.
If you
if
can,
we don't, we'll show
you
it a
can-
different way. But hold on, let's share. Hang on a second. Gordon, you want to tell a little story about how this happened? We can watch it.
Well, are you playing it?
No, not yet. Just
Oh yeah. So I was coming back from having lunch, and this guy was standing out front. Said he was affiliated with Lunchly, and they had a new chip. And he said, "Here, try this new chip we've got." And he says it's a little spicy. And he had a chip broken up on a plate, and then I grabbed one, and continued on my way. By the time I got back to my job site, which was just around the corner, it hit me full blown. There's the video. You do have it up.
I just put it up.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, snot coming out of my nose. My eyes are watering. Everything's fucking crazy. It was so hot. It was awful, and it had no water. And I had to go across the street to Starbucks, looking like a fucking, crazy person with snot coming out of my nose and wiping my fucking nose on my fucking. I'm trying to buy a water so I could get something. And when I finally drank enough of that and it subsided a little bit, I was quite angry with fucking douche here.
Okay, so let's play it. So
let's play
this tell me if you can hear it.
Our new brand that we just launched. It's
Yeah.
a little bit of spice though. A little spicy.
Yeah, all right, go.
Thoughts and reviews real quick. Good? Yeah, sorry. New chip by Lunchly. Shout out to that guy for trying our new chip. Just came out. It was spicy.
A little more fucking spicy than you said.
What are you talking about?
You gonna fucking give people that shit?
No, we're telling people ahead of time. It's our new brand.
It's a little spicy?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little more than a little spicy, you fucking douche.
Yeah.
Our new brand that we just launched. It's a
I
little
think we
bit
need to watch
spice,
it one
though.
more time.
A little spicy.
No.
There's Gordon.
Thoughts and reviews real quick. Good?
He said it's spicy.
So
Look at
there's a
the
guy
smug
sitting
look
there.
on that fucking douche's
So
face.
prior
Guy
to
for trying our
I
new
said
chip
that,
just
there's
came
a guy
out.
sitting there.
Spicy.
This guy's sitting here right
What are you
here.
talking about?
I said, "What
Yeah.
are you doing there? Are
No,
you there
we're
in
talking
case I
people
want
ahead
to
of
kick
time.
his
It's our new
fucking ass?"
brand. Yes.
What'd he say?
A little more than a little spicy. He just went no. Yeah,
Was he with him?
he was with him. There
Our
was
new
3
brand
guys
that we
there.
just launched. It's a little bit
Oh,
spicy
sorry.
though.
Okay. So anyway, Gordon is.
Well, there's a comment right there. It says, "Moral of the story: don't put strange things in your mouth."
Yeah, truly. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Well,
now let's
he
segue
mentioned-
into the bark box thing.
He mentioned lunch. Oh God, I wish I could find that fucking.
Strange things in your mouth, bark box.
Yeah, I don't have the penis-colored
I
cactus.
did want to tell you something, Gabe. I ran into an old friend a couple weeks back. I don't know if I mentioned that to you. I ran into Shannon Ayala. And I spoke with Joey on the phone, Joey Abbin, for 15, 20 minutes easy. She had called him while we were there together. And so, yeah, I wanted to give you guys an update on that, too.
Wait a minute. When was
You're
this?
both fans of the artist.
When was this?
This was, I went out to Idaho. My daughter had a baby. I'm a granddad.
Yes.
That's right.
Grandpa T-Bone.
Grandpa T-Bone.
Grandpa T-Bone.
Grumpa, they call me.
Grumpa.
Grandpa.
But
Get your fucking kids.
her name is Willow. I'm very excited. But
Oh, that's nice.
they had a little baby shower while we were there because it all happened really fast. So baby shower was planned, but the baby came early. So at the baby shower, people came in from out of town, and one of the people who came in from out of town was Shannon, who's really good friends with Shira still. So we hung out and talked, and her boyfriend Vince, super cool people. I miss Shannon, but it was good to talk to Joey. I talked to him on the phone. He sounded pretty good. That was it. What's up,
Peaks
Loke?
and valleys.
Peaks and
How you
valleys,
been?
Loke.
Peaks and valleys, Loke. You know the artist getting a little baby burger.
Got a baby burger.
Yeah, but yeah. So, so let's segue into that bark box thing because ever since you said it, I wanted to see what you got this week.
We've been meeting.
You know
Yeah,
what?
we would like to
Is
see
it a
the-
monthly thing?
Yeah, it
We'd
is
like
a
to
monthly
see.
thing.
We'd
It's
like
a
to
monthly
see
thing.
the cactus.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go look for it.
Are you sitting on it?
Wait, am I? Am I?
Wait a second. I'll be right back.
I'll be
Yeah,
right
hang on.
back. It is around the house here somewhere, but
Here
I
it
gotta
is.
say,
Yes.
it is a cactus that is.
Here it is. I found it.
Everybody, I want to say goodbye. Yes. Is this a squid?
Is this your script?
Oh man. It'd be funny if you could get we got to really develop this show.
We
This
should
would
make
be,
Is This Your
hilarious.
Squid? It's a
I
it'll be
want
one
to
of the
see
best
somebody
shows.
in a really bad '80s suit. Reach in and go. Is this just good?
Big shoulder pads.
I don't think so. I don't think that's mine. How do
That's
you know?
not him. My name's got a mole. My squid's got a mole.
Oh
know?
my god.
So back to the chip.
The chip.
So what happened after that? Did the guy say anything or no one said anything?
I was like, dude, you guys are fucked up. And I was like, I called security. You guys, they're coming out here. It's like, get the fuck
You
out
called
of
security on him too?
here. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Well, let's should
I
we
called
investigate?
Willie. I
these
called
people?
Willie over at fucking Victoria Gardens. I'm like, hey man, these guys are out here fucking feeding really hot shit to people. It's not cool. Yeah.
I'd have went for the cameraman first.
Well, there wasn't any. I mean, when I took the
Oh,
chip, there
he
was
was
a dude.
doing this, wasn't he?
Yeah, he had glasses on. I mean, when I took the chip, there was a camera guy there. When I came back, they were all 3 just sitting there. And I saw that fucking douche, and I was like, oh my god. And that one guy, I was like, are you here because I'm going to kick his fucking ass? Is that why you're here? Because he was a big dude. He's like, I don't know. And so I was like,
I don't
and
know
he
why I'm
jumped
here.
He jumped over the fucking planter into the street. I don't know what you're talking about. And that's when we had our whole fucking... Anyway.
So he cut it. So he
Yeah, he
didn't
cut
look like a pussy, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was right.
Oh yeah,
He's a douche for sure. I mean, you
Dude.
called it like you saw it.
100% douche.
Yeah, but I
but-
mean, it is true. Don't take things off of plates. That is obvious.
Yeah, but you know what? You're in
It
a
looked
business
very
area.
official, so it looked
You're
very
in a
official in
business
the
area.
area.
People
I was like,
are.
this is like probably a thing. People do stuff like that all the time. They have farmers markets over there and things like that. So I thought, fuck it. I didn't think anything about it.
Not dressed like a fucking dildo. That guy had a stupid suit on. I don't even think chefs wear those suits anymore.
No.
Yeah, that guy. I watched the video for the first time just before this. I hated his smug.
He's a cunt. That
Like
boy.
his
I
stupid
especially
voice.
hate his little retarded little beard thing going there.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's a dick.
So
that kid's a dick. He jumped over onto the street. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, you fucking fuck me up, dude. What the fuck's the matter?
He knew.
I don't know what you're saying. Like, yeah, you knew.
Fucking
douche. Oh wow, God.
I'm gonna get some internet. Some people gonna like this. I fucking whatever.
Love to have made him.
And
eat
then
that.
I'm an internet sensation. That's what I'm saying. These internet sensations. Fuck these guys.
Well,
Fuck 'em all.
I will say this. I'm looking at this guy's fucking page.
Scotty said to sue him
I would.
for money.
You should.
Yeah. I'd sue fucking everybody. Trump does it. And he's fucking made him the president.
Okay, dude. Out of all the videos on his page, he doesn't have that many followers. I want to tell you that. He's only got 5,700 followers.
That's nothing.
Okay, but guess what? The video that you're in, take a guess at how many views
1.7 million. If 500,000 people
are
have
you
liked
ready
it.
for this? Are you
Yeah.
ready for this?
Let's see it.
6.5 million views. And wait
What?
a second. None of the other videos here come close to that. Not even close. The second best here. And I'm just gonna do this real quick. Hang
Well,
on.
then I would definitely talk to a lawyer, my friend.
Dude,
I would.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, the second best video on this entire thing has 484K. So 484,000 against your 6.5 million, dude.
6.5 million?
You fucking got that guy 6.5 million views.
And now he's making money.
Now he's
Dude.
Money that should be partly yours now.
That's yours.
Certainly.
Seriously.
Fuck that guy. We're using this. We're going to promote this. In fact, we're
Dude,
talking about this every fucking week.
Use this. Use this, Gabe, with all of your powers from San Diego State. Wait a minute. No. It
CSUN.
was Crimea State. No. CSUN. Yes.
CSUN. Yeah.
It was what does that mean? That's
CSUN, California
State University
Security. Oh, he can't. Now he's watching the other videos. He doesn't even want
No,
to
I'm
podcast.
looking for yours so I could share it.
Hey,
That's how
listen,
it gets so many likes and views.
fucking share all this shit. That guy's
I'm
a douche. I'm coming
gonna
after you,
repost
dude.
it.
I'm coming fucking for you.
You should.
I'm coming for you.
Should
I don't
go
know
right
if you're coming
after
for him, but you could talk to a lawyer and see if he'll send you some of
Come
that
for
money
you.
he's getting.
I want to do a new video where you eat that chip, and I'm gonna feed it to you.
You should make him eat something from your bark box.
Yeah. I'm gonna glue a chip on the end of a fucking dick-colored cactus, and he's gonna eat it. I'm gonna fucking eat it, dude. I'm gonna box
I'll tell you
you.
what.
I'm
won't
gonna
sue
box
you.
you online.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I won't sue you, but the next thing that comes in the bark box, I want to ram it up your ass. And
I want you to film that.
I want you to film that. Yeah.
I want to chase. I'm gonna have a chase scene, and then a chip eating. We're
So,
gonna have a chip force feed.
I think that this kind
Please,
of
let's use this. Let's not
Yeah.
be the worst fucking podcast. Maybe there's something that can come out of this. I don't know.
we'll see. I'll do my best marketing.
You're a fucking dude. You graduated summa
I did.
cum laude,
No.
poly
Magna,
cum laude,
Magna
magna
cum
cum
laude.
laude.
My wife graduated summa cum laude.
Is that better than magna?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
She graduated summa cum laude.
She did.
How does that feel?
Probably pretty
does
good.
that work on your fucking ego, like at all?
It's my wife, so I mean, she already.
Well,
is...
whatever money she's gonna make, you're gonna be the laziest bastard in town. You're just gonna suck it up. You know what I mean? Go ahead, baby. She's working for the fucking government. She's a
That you
mathematician.
can't stand.
From your mouth to God's ears is all I can say.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
take the lead.
I make no. I don't try to act
magna.
Yeah, I don't try to act like I'm the hardest worker in the world because I am not. And magna. I don't want to be. I think that being a hard worker is not necessarily what gets you ahead. So
no,
nothing against
craftiness.
People who craftiness
clearly
nothing against
wins.
People who work hard. Nothing against them, but it is
strategy works every time.
Yeah, there's better ways to do things, and it's often not the hard way. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'm just
well, let's see. What are our feelings going forward to this on the Trump thing? Do you feel like this is going to be a shit? Well, it's going to be a shit show.
It's going to be fine. It's going to be the same shit that's been going on.
Do you feel at all like
that's a good point.
We do? Peter
Frampton
does.
like okay, well this dude that was a little All in the Family. Do you feel at all like, okay, fuckers, you did this, watch this, let's see what's gonna happen? You know, you guys voted this fucker in here, and now
I think I wasn't backfire.
Gonna sit back and watch all this happen.
I wasn't joking when I said there's just some people in the world that like to stand back and watch it burn, and I'm one of them.
Yeah, I am an
optimistic man about most things in my life, but when shit doesn't go the way I think it does, yeah, I'm the guy who's going to stand back and just watch it burn.
So when the people like this are like, no, we want to go this way, and you're like, no, I think this is the train track we want to be on. This one goes over the gully. Well, the bridge is out, so let's not do that. No, I don't think it's out. I think we should go with the gully. Fucking, I'm like, okay, great. I'm going to get off here, but I'm going to have a really good seat for the fucking train flying into the gully.
Well, so I just think that what you're going to there's so many. Oh my God, I could just go on forever about this.
But you don't want to, or
no, the coalition that you okay, first of all, I already mentioned there's a lot of overpromising. Nothing that they do is actually going to fix anything. So you're going to have a bunch of people who feel disenfranchised.
Doesn't it seem like everybody overpromises, though? It does seem like everybody, I'm going to do all this.
Wild. This is wild overpromising. This isn't like normal. This again, it's Trump. He's that's what he does. But this is wild. He wildly overpromised. Is he going to be able to do any of it? Is anything that he does going to actually fix the problem? Absolutely not. And so when people notice that they're just getting poorer and their lives are shittier, what's that going to do? Next, the coalition that you're trying to put together between Nazis and white supremacists and misogynistic minorities how's that going to work? I'm
going to stand back.
Dude,
stand
how
back,
is that? Good luck. Also, anyway.
No. Just let it go. Breathe in, breathe out, and let it happen.
Well, I can't wait to revamp the education system with all their brilliant ideas.
Yes,
that's going to be wonderful.
It's going to be amazing.
They're going to fucking wait to pull all the fluoride out of fucking water.
I can't wait.
Water. That's the other thing. It's not just
control doesn't exist.
It's not the fluoride that I'm worried about. We could do without fluoride in the water. We'll be fine. We won't die. You know what we are going to die from is no vaccinations.
Yeah.
Somebody supposedly who's credible telling you not to get vaccinations anymore. You know what's great to get? Fucking vaccinations. You know why? Because they keep you from getting diseases. They've been doing it for hundreds of years. They're friggin' great. You should get I got 3 in one day. this year. I got three vaccinations at once.
What'd you
Yes.
get?
Needle, right into. I got.
They
Oh,
just
you got the
stabbed at you.
monococcal.
Yeah,
You got
it
the
was.
monococcal, didn't you?
No,
Hey,
no.
listen,
I got-
Fucko, you're
You
old
turned
enough.
50.
You're old enough to get the shingles.
That's what I got. That was
vaccination.
the
Yeah.
third one.
It did
I
it make
got
you sick?
a little.
Yeah,
I wasn't thrilled.
I did
with
not
it.
get that. I'm
I
supposed to
haven't
get
gotten
that.
that yet. I gotta.
Oh, you got to get the shingles. Get
But
it.
I gotta schedule a time where I'm gonna be able to be sick.
You're not going to
Wait,
be
isn't
that
it like a
sick.
two-part?
It's
It's
a
a
two-parter.
two-parter.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
a
supposed to go
two-parter.
get another one. So, I'm not looking forward to that. It was a painful shot. I'm not
Do
going
you
to.
think maybe they'll come up with some new ones that we got to do? Maybe he'll
Well, I got a
maybe he'll
COVID
say,
one.
"Oh, you don't need polio. What you need is make some crazy shit up." Like,
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
or he could say things like he said when COVID happened. Why don't you just inject bleach into your veins? And that should.
Well, I
He
want
said
to
going
that.
also.
bleach.
Okay,
I
We're
mean,
going
that was
bleach.
something that said bleach your veins.
right now, the actual conservative Republicans are probably shitting their pants harder than the Democrats because this guy's about to spend money like there was no tomorrow.
That's right.
He's gonna
Oh, yeah.
spend money. This is the last thing. He's gonna spend money like there's no tomorrow. Money that nobody has.
Is going to
and
make
on
NATO pay
stupid-
for it,
And it's
and
gonna
the
be
Mexicans.
And the
stupid
Mexicans.
shit.
Hey,
It's gonna
baby.
be stupid shit that he spends the money on. So
Well, he's gonna do
so
the
I ask you,
deportation thing, which is gonna be expensive.
in 4
Denaturalization,
years,
denaturalizing also. So
Yeah.
there's all of that.
in 4 and remember, everything that he does, it's not going to go smoothly because there's an entire half the country that's opposed to this shit. Like
This is
so
gonna be interesting.
It's
It's
not
gonna
like you
be
have-
interesting.
this is not. It's going to be.
They
tough.
can't even right now get started with giving him classified documents because he won't sign the fucking agreement, the morality fucking agreement.
It's also
They can't even get going. This is the one thing that you got to do to
A
get the
ton-
documents, and he can't even do it. He
a
won't even do
ton
it.
of
Do you
the
think
money.
maybe he's misunderstanding what his actual role is? Do you think like
Oh,
do
yeah.
you think he was like, okay, so I'm the president, I am the king of everything.
Yes, I do
basically-
believe.
Instead
Yes.
of I'm literally running this business that fucking
You know what I have?
is the United States.
Yeah, I do believe
was,
he believes fucking God.
I'm
You have the
just surprised.
responsibility of the president?
Somebody told me this week, like, well, I don't like Trump, but I can't stand Kamala, and I was like,
Why?
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Public servant?
And then
She's already been a public servant.
like she'll ruin everything. Like at least he has business experience. It's like business experience. Like he doesn't have any business experience. Like, but look,
He does have business experience. It's just there's
Not
a lot of
good.
those businesses that have been
that have failed.
they're not all going to win, but he has I believe there's trading cards, Trump trading cards.
Certainly,
Oh,
It's
yes.
a hell of a business.
hell of
He's
business.
killing it
the
right
Bible
now.
from
The
China
Bible?
Bibles.
that he
Him
sells
and
for
Lee
people. It says,
Greenwood.
it
Yeah.
says Trump on it,
Yeah.
which so yeah,
So he is. I mean, he has.
he is the
some
Antichrist.
experience.
Just so you know.
I'm just saying.
It's not
Anyways,
there's no Antichrist.
there is an Antichrist, Gabe. He's the Antichrist. He
There's
is.
no Antichrist.
If
The
there is a
Antichrist.
Christ, there has to be an Antichrist. Is
Well,
that right?
Let me say,
This one
there
is
and this is
walking
gonna
the
be
I
planet.
think we
controversial.
had this podcast twice
this might be
in the
controversial.
50 podcasts we've done that no one's
Yeah.
seen.
This may
Yes.
be controversial, but there's probably no Christ either, or Antichrist.
Very good.
So-
This is why we've got all this stuff going.
So we are
now,
learning.
what
We've
I'm thinking.
Figured it out.
Figured it all out. I had a fucking point, and it's gone. It's gone
Was
out
it
of
that
my
Jeff
mind.
Bezos is happy too? Jeff
He would've been,
Bezos.
again, Jeff Bezos would have been happy with whoever won. It doesn't matter.
He
He
doesn't
give
pay
a
tax.
shit. He doesn't give a shit.
It doesn't matter who wins to him.
No, doesn't
That's not
matter.
true.
Oh, I
He's
had
happier
something
than
to
shit.
say, and I
Well, he's
lost
yeah,
it
he's,
now.
he's
I'm-
happy either way. Either way, there's nothing gonna change for those people. You
What
know
was
what?
the- What was
Go
the
ahead.
taste of that chip? I'm sorry. It's really just bugging me what it tasted like. I know it was hot. I understand, but what did it taste like?
Well, it was stale. for starters, and the
Chipotle or just
no,
like a
it had
peppery.
it had a very peppery initial flavor to it that hit mildly at first.
So
But
this is just a
it
broke
was a
up chip
very it
challenge,
was kind
right?
of very smoky sort of flavor to it that was wasn't a lot of salt there. There was just it was just like a nice smoky flavor. Uh wasn't all that bad had it not been what it was, but it did have chili flavor, of course,
Mm-hmm.
smoky chili flavor. Yeah, that's what it was. And then when it came on, it was just murder. And I think you can see in the video how red my lips were, which is saw it the other time. I was like, dude, looked like I got lipstick on because it all just irritated. But yeah,
That's
uh,
awful. It is awful.
Well, that's the state of people today, and the reason why we find ourselves in this despicable situation is because people have become, and especially the youth, have become.
Gone wild.
Well, they're not. They haven't gone wild. They've gone stupid. They've gone completely stupid.
There was people talking about the Gen
Not all of
Z
them.
generation. Actually, somebody was reading something on Reddit about the Gen Z thing, and how many Gen Z people were in the office and like gloating about the Trump win. It's like, what's happening with that? What's going on with
That's a group of that
what's going on with the Gen Zs and like suddenly becoming right wing and they were. I don't know. Stupidly, it's like, oh man, the Gen Z is going to save everybody, but they're not. They're not saving anybody.
That's what I was talking about with the siphoning of a margin of the people who would have usually voted against them. See, the Gen Zs, the males, a lot of them, the uneducated and
even
males,
educated, I think, dude. I mean,
no,
really,
not as no. Educated was very low. In all demographics, educated was low to go for Trump. So uneducated Gen Z, uneducated Gen Z males were pulled off of the top of the Gen Z thing to cut that down. And the reason that is because they have terrible jobs. They're suffering, and also and this is the third thing, which is interesting.
Are they miserable?
Yes, they're having trouble getting women because they're weird, because they spend all their time online and playing fucking video games.
Well, this is something that we should probably bring together in a different conversation, because I think it's fascinating that that's the case. Do you think that's really the case? Is like but it's not just our country; it's other countries going away, and we have this birth thing. We had this conversation about birth thing and how people are actually relating anymore, which is nothing like we used to do. Apparently, it's a whole different, more complicated situation to date girls at that age.
It's a big deal. It's for if they aren't. First of all, it's hard. It's hard now for them. I mean, look, they got no money. What are they going to do? They got no no game, because they're fucking on social media and playing video games and fucking trolling or whatever you do. So what are you going to do? Like, of course, no chicks aren't going to like you. You like, dude, right? Am I right? I don't know.
And then we
Tell me if I'm wrong.
I think you're right.
We had this conversation about
that.
I mean, honestly, the whole like the birth thing. We talked about this was like, and it's not looking good at this point. Where it's like, not only is it just incredibly expensive to have children in this day and age, but dating is weird. It's like
it's more than weird. It's
like fucking
it's
off.
unhealthy.
Everything's fucking off. And have you guys heard about this 4B movement? That's
I heard about that.
That was I guess initially a South Korean thing. And I don't remember what caused that, but women just refusing to have sex on account of whatever the fuck was going on there. But now that this happened, that Trump got voted, so I guess liberal guys don't get to have sex anymore because they're upset that Trump won, and those are the guys that didn't vote for Trump. So I don't know what that's supposed to prove, because I think that the fucking Republican women are having sex with their Republican men just fine. And
all three of the women that are there, but Again, this was
I don't know
Let
not.
a
who
lot of women around
not
unless
quite
there's
a
time for fucking.
I'm not quite sure who that's supposed to punish, but okay, that's fine.
Well, I think these guys are already feeling punished, and they're looking for somebody to lead them and tell them what to do so they could have better lives. And I feel for them in that. Yes, you kind of came into life at a shitty time, but also it's your fucking fault for being weird. Don't be fucking weird, and you know what? That's the first thing. You have control over your fucking weirdness. You could be like, there's fucking dirtbags with no money who've gotten girls for fucking centuries. Who that and
Oh yeah,
there. It's you know what? The difference is they're not
The three of
fucking
us
weird.
are here.
That's true.
fucking dirtbags.
That's
Fucking dirtbag radio.
You know what? I think maybe we
Dirtbag
should. You know what we should do? We should be doing instead of what we've been doing. We should make this into a dating advice podcast for young men.
That's
And
a
we will
fucking great idea.
We will fucking be rich from that. We just tell first of all, my first thing is don't be fucking weird, and you'd be fine.
Number one.
Dude,
Rule
that's
number
it.
one.
That's the only rule. Don't
Every
be
Don't
fucking
be
weird.
fucking weird.
You're gonna have them come up. We're gonna have them come up. We're the panel
Listen,
to assess you.
I
As
know
soon
you
as
don't
start
normally
talking-
talk face to face with women because it's all
Yeah.
fucking online, but you're gonna have to in
Yeah.
order for this to go on.
Yeah, I want
You're
you to
gonna have
pretend. I want you to pretend I'm a fucking woman and talk to me. Okay, you're fucking already started out weird. All right,
All right, next show is dating advice. How about that?
dude. Why don't we do that? I think we should do that. No,
we
not
need
just that.
callers. We need callers. How can
Dating-
how can we
dating
work
advice for
another
young
person
men.
in? Well, I wanted to ask this too. Can we have a guest? Is there
Of
any way to
course.
get a guest in here? I see
Anytime
some
we want.
space over here on the computer.
We can
where
have guests.
Another window might be.
We can have multiple guests. We can have guests.
Let me ask you this. Is someone over there hungry? I hear someone's stomach growling or something.
That's just the dogs fighting over they're fighting over the ball. They get
They're
very
fighting over the cacti.
they're
It's the
fighting
bark
over
box.
they're fighting
And
over
why
the
wouldn't
dildo.
you?
It's Sparkbox.
Yeah, see, look at them.
Did you say fart box?
No, but Fartbox.
See
Again, another good idea for a business is Fartbox, which is similar to Barkbox.
So we got, is this
You
your
open
squid?
it up and like, oh my god, that's
Right.
that's so bad.
You are gross.
Is this your squid? Brought to you by Fartbox.
And it's got a little card that tells you what that person ate. This is a Taco Bell fart box.
Dude, we're gonna sell it on our dating show. We're gonna be like, so these are all fart boxes from
I
girls.
smell ketchup
Yeah,
That's
and aluminum.
That's bad.
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah.
really awful, guys.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
person has an infection.
yeah.
I'm gonna read the card. Gammy leg, stroganoff, and that's what I got. Little
Gammy
bit of
leg
infection.
stroganoff?
Yeah, I got gammy leg, and I got
Gammy
and
leg
I ate
stroganoff.
Yeah. With a
Well-
little too much pepper.
I want one of those. I want one of those people. I want to fart from one of those guys that wear the sandals where the fucking foot is pouring out over the top of it.
Well,
anyways,
Maybe we should do the first fart
Fart
box should
box.
be from your chip.
yeah.
The
Right.
the
That's
dude's
good.
chip.
I mean, there were somebody in that 6.5 million people who looked at that.
6.5 million.
Dude, you got 6.5 million people watched you call somebody a douche. How does that feel? That is fucking celebrate.
Dude, it's
Um,
called the Trump.
It's the Trump. It's the
Oh,
Trump.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. I
You're
think
a fucking douche. And just in
dude.
case that guy's the only guy watching, you're a fucking douche.
you're a fucking douche. Dude.
Yeah, you are you are a fucking douche.
Yeah, dude. The hot chip fart box would be called hot snakes.
Hot
It'd be-
snakes.
Okay. Hot snakes.
Dude, the
Too
shits
many
were
ideas coming in.
Yes.
Okay,
Well-
so we have so far what we decided is we're going to turn this into a dating show. It's
Solve that.
it's-
Fix that.
It's also
Yes.
going to. We're also making a game show
We're going to
called
turn
Is
this into a Gen Z
Yeah.
men's advice
Is
dating
this
show.
your squid?
Fix that.
We're going to have Is this
Is
your
this your
squid? It's a
squid?
game show.
We had
Just
already
want to
fixed
say
that.
goodbye to everybody tonight.
And we're going to make a new company called Fartbox. Fartbox.
I ate cake for 3 days, and this is what it smelled like.
We're gonna have to pay people to do stuff like that.
I know.
Dude, we're just going to get gamer girls to
Could
fart
you
in
fart in this
boxes, and we're
box?
going to make
Fart
so
in
much
this.
money
Because
from Fartbox.
Well,
We're
people-
going to
You
put a
just
picture
told
there.
me a lot from that statement about you, Gabe. I appreciate
people are
that.
weird. People are weird. I'm gonna.
Well, I watch the kids' videos these days. See what the fuck's
What?
going on.
Got you.
That's how I know. That's why, dude. Ear on the pipe. That's me.
Ting, ting, ting. Knock 3 times.
On the ceiling, if
Holy
you
shit,
want
that is
me.
my squid.
Yeah.
That is my squid. Harold.
Twice on the pipe, if you want. What is that?
If the answer is no.
If the answer is no, Tony Orlando and Don.
Yep. Not my wife, Dawn.
No.
That is your squid. That is
That's
not my
my
squid.
That's my squid. All right, we're out of here.
All right,
Not
we're
talking
out.
about that.com.
All right,
Yeah,
so
that's
prepare
right.
next week for a dating advice show.
Dating advice for young men.
Gabriel,
Gen W's. Gen W's.
please, Christ, you graduated with this fucking degree. You son of a bitch. Will you please fucking try to
I'll try to do
parlay
something with
this into something?
I'll
I
try
don't
to
know.
do something with this 6.5 million views.
It's crazy, right? Why don't you link that
Well,
somehow
here's
to
the
this
thing,
podcast?
You just told me about it today. You didn't tell me about it earlier.
I can't
Well,
believe you haven't already done something.
If you think about it, so 6.5 million people have watched this video, and 500,000 of them have made a comment like that's not cool. So you have had some effect. So
Well,
you
listen,
can get at least a half
got-
a
You
million
have a
people
fan-
to
You
pop
gotta
onto
post.
our.
You gotta post 500,000 times.
No. Here's
Right?
the thing. You're also the celebrity, so I need you to make fucking videos talking about this and then we put them on to.
You have to just take some of the clips from what we just recorded to start
Well,
with.
yeah, that's okay. That's true.
Right. So if I have to micromanage this, I'll do it. But let me
Okay.
know.
Yeah, you do. You have
No,
to
no. He's a
micromanage.
graduate.
Well,
He's a
what's your
CSUN
last day at
graduate.
work?
Today. It's his
soon.
first.
Yeah.
Son of
So
a bitch.
start micromanaging.
All right. I'm going
Right.
to start bitching at you.
Okay. All right, you guys. Good
All right,
times.
guys. Love you. See you later.
See ya.
Oh my fucking. Oh damn it.
Damn it.